So first of all, I guess you are happy now. You are in Germany. So how, first of
Yeah, yeah.
all, you have done all the consultancy with Stern, and also you have learned German with Stern. So first of all, I would like to ask you some questions like why did you choose Germany as your further education destination?
So, like in Germany, most of the education is more of a practical oriented thing.
Mm-hmm.
And what I realized as a huge difference is that in Germany, you learn what you are expected to do in job, even in the most technical job and most complex job, complicated jobs. However, in India, the things are different. You don't really learn the things that you are supposed to do at job, but you are just getting the theoretical knowledge rather than the practical knowledge. Also,
Yeah.
the depth of learning is a bit wider and more complex in Germany. So the education is no doubt very complex and tough in Germany, but it is good.
Okay.
I
Good.
It's
Good to
more
hear.
learning oriented, and people who actually want to learn can do well in Germany.
Okay, great. So later on, you will also realize that there are a lot of job opportunities in Germany as well. So
Yeah.
once you'll be done with studying, so I think that's also one of the reasons I mentioned choose Germany. Good, good to hear that. Now for the next question is like, why did you choose Stern for consultancy work and all the application work? How was your experience with Stern? So maybe about that, I would like.
So yeah, my experience with system was really very good. Uh, Frankly, I was just overseeing where the progress is rather than what they were doing, because as a person, how at the first glance I knew it that what they were doing was the top notch thing, and I didn't have to much bother myself about every minute details. I just have to give them like my documents and so on, and they had listed me in many of the public universities. And yes, they weren't just small universities; they were big names in the lists. And frankly, I was accepted in one of the universities, which was very good. And
Mhm.
right now I'm happy that I had to do, when I see other people other consultancies, I see that they are struggling with every small things, like they have to make the SOPs. And but I was indeedly
Yeah.
helped by you and many other people, that how you should make it. And also they had uh, told me how to make my CV, and up until the end, till the visa process. And they also helped me after the visa process for finding accommodation and everything. So that was very good for by
Uh,
our consultancy.
I'm happy to hear that. Great, thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. About the language learning, I want to ask as well. Like you learned also German language at Stern. So how was your experience learning German at Stern Language Institute and
Yeah,
Career?
so I have completed my B1 level. That's like a PR level in Germany, which is equivalent to like 6.5 bands in English,
Yeah.
IELTS band scoring.
Yes.
So like my experience in Stern was something like that. If you want to properly learn German rather than just mugging up the German words and
Yes.
vocabulary, I would
Yes.
say like please join Stern and continue with us.
Yeah.
So that what for the first thing that I really liked about our teaching experience is that it's one-on-one oriented. There are small batches, so you get individual attention. That's the
Yeah.
like main thing that you need to, and also speaking thing the speaking part that we do in our ATSOI and INS exam, that is very
Mm.
good. So like people generally in our class, it's a habit. We are getting habitual of speaking German, which is a good
Yes.
part. And it's basically a norm in the Goethe exam, that if a person from Goethe can't speak, there is only one person in room which can speak the thema or everything. That's the
Yes.
stern person. If the
Yes.
stern
That's
person
true.
can't speak, no
Yes.
one can speak. So
Yes.
that's the
That.
norm, and that's the level of our consultancy. That's one thing that I liked about it, and I have
That.
witnessed myself when I gave my ASY exam in Mumbai. So there were many counter questions going on, and I saw the people, they were just blaspheming that that the other person, how can they speak so much. And the other person, which me was from Goethe, but he was struggling with the questions, counter questions.
Yes.
So I
Yes.
just reminded myself that being in the topmost institute by name isn't just perfect enough
Yes.
for you.
Yes, that's true. We have the legacy of 10 years, and that's the same like the comments came from earlier students as well. That whenever they give exam or go for exam in Goa, in Pune, Mumbai, in Delhi, anywhere, the students from Stearns were always able to speak very good in compared to all the others, even from the Goa students comparatively. So that's always the point
Yes.
that we got, and that's what motivates us as well to
Yes,
get
and the
students.
this thing was itself told me by a Goethe teacher. So she was a teacher in Delhi where I gave my B1 exam. So she told me that, oh, you are from Stern. I have go. I She didn't knew us personally, but she knew that people from Stern can speak for B1 exam, even in B1 exam, where speaking is
Yes.
much tougher than A2 and A1 exams.
Yes, that's true. That's true. Yes. So be in B1 because we have regular speaking practice daily happening. So
Yes.
that's I do myself with students and I correct them very well. So yes, that's true. They are
Yeah,
getting
that's another thing that I liked about it. Like you are in Germany, so you know
yes,
the real on life and on ground text. Like you tell us that okay, this is the perfect grammar, but this isn't
yes,
used on ground. On ground,
yes,
the things are used in this way. So when
yes.
I just came to Germany, I knew that okay, the people
How
here use da in da and that sense. They
yes,
use phrases, some phrases that are out of books, but you need to learn after you come
yes.
here.
In the
So
in
that thing I had learned before words. So that was also good. Uh, and you get something like pre guide in Germany. So because you are in Germany, so whenever
Mhm.
you are like traveling and you are just updating us with your travels, we knew that okay, this is the culture, this is how things work in Germany.
Yes,
For
yes,
like just for an example, like people when they come to Germany, they firstly don't know about like that trolley system where you have to keep a €1 change so that you can withdraw the trolley. So when I
yes,
arrived at airport, I knew. So I had kept the change of €1 because you
they
had
keep
told me so. But
yes.
other students, they didn't know they struggle at the airport
Because
to
these are the
find a coin.
yes, these are the very
Yes,
small
they
details
struggle.
that students get struggle
Yes,
communication
yes, yes.
once they arrive
So
in
we had so we
them.
had learned that in the class itself, in the language class, which is a very phenomenal thing that we learn the real life and real culture examples in the language class itself, because language is somehow connected with the culture. And when you
Yes,
come to
of course.
Germany, you will
Yes,
understand it very much and feel it that here the language is much connected to the culture.
yes, that's true. That's the 100% true. Good. I'm very happy to hear that as well. The next question about the context, like how was your context? Because you were also often visiting, like daily visiting, probably to physically in the class. But how was your online contact in phone or in WhatsApp or something? Like, was it directly replied very soon, or does it taking time to reply from the faculties to you, or how was that?
Well, frankly, it was like a home experience to me that if I had to something, if I had some work from at the classes or something like that, I just texted and they texted me like immediately. Or if sir is in the class or something like that, he might get some time for me after the classes end, and he will either video call me or call me if I had some doubt. Or the other than that, he will just reply me at the instance. If it
Mhm.
were for you who are in Germany at that time, I knew
Mhm.
that you had job when
Yes.
In Indian time you were free.
Yes.
However, I knew that as soon as you are off the job, you will the first text me, then
Yes.
go to your home. That's first thing I knew, and
Yeah.
I have experienced it myself, so I knew the connectivity was really very good, and it was like a home experience for me, as if you are texting your friend that oh I got this problem, and he'll just immediately reply back. So it was something like that.
That's true. We are actually very live with students and very friendly, directly in contact with students. And we also that's why inform about all the steps, how the process going on directly at the time, whenever whatever the further steps is happening, and that's how like we have contacted in your file, for example, to German authorities here as well, and found that some problems we solved directly as well, and there are some other problems in Indian authorities as well. So we had tackled together. So that was quite good experience for us as well as from ourselves.
Yes, yes, that thing. Some things were off the ground, but it was
Yeah,
handled in time and much. I wasn't bothered much, which I found very good. Like if it were to the consultancy, I have people who were similar cases like me, but they were somehow. taking much time, and they were so bothered, but I wasn't bothered. That okay, my file was going on its way without
Yeah,
me budging, without me wanting to budge in much, because I knew that
yeah.
it is going on the right track. I just have to came up. I can just come up every day and ask where the file is, or how's
Mm.
my progress going on, or I can just come in week also, because I was so sure about it.
Yes, yes, true. So yeah, about our contacts in Germany. So you must have visited many contacts or our students from Germany. I have also given you personally the references in Berlin because you are in Berlin. So
Yes,
hope you have finished all your initial steps about registration and all accommodations. So if you have, for example, we have many students in Germany, entire Germany. If you go anywhere, our students at
yes, yes,
they
yes.
come, they don't come only to learn German or to do consultancy, but we stay in contact with entire throughout the period in Germany. For students who stay connected for 3 5 years even with me, even students contact me after 4 years randomly because they have my phone number always. Sir, I got trouble in license exam or some license, or I got a fine or something, and they always call me for any information they need. Yeah. So if there is some any problems occurs to you, you can always contact me anytime for sure.
So yeah, that's one thing that I really liked about our consultancy, that we have such a great network that it feels like a family home. Like
Yes,
you can just since we are in a home away from home, so you are constantly trying for people that may help you at your toughest times. And as there are times in Germany when, especially in initial days, when you don't know stuffs and you don't know what to do, where to do. However, these contacts are really really necessary and helpful, because like just be practical about it. As soon as you enter the airport, you don't know where to go. You don't have
yes,
internet. You don't know where to go. But at this time, the initial contacts may help. And
yes,
also I find it very good that here many contacts I had got, and I also went for my first city's registration, the Anmeldung, the very next day,
yeah,
and contact an old student and alumni from our had just come
yes. So we have also
had come with me. So
alumni
so
group.
that was a very good network for alumni,
Yes,
and I found it very very good for myself.
yeah. So we have this community group as well. So if you have any questions, you can write there, and you can get answers also from all the any other students as well, or from me as well.
Yeah,
Usually
yeah,
me for sure. Yeah. Good. Yeah, that was a really nice talk with you, and I'm glad that you have had good time with us, and we will stay in connected for sure. Yeah. Thanks
yeah, for sure.
for your reviews.
Yes. Ciao.
Ciao, ciao.